Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to Knightica. It is an army builder, auto-battler roguelike that came out a couple months ago. I liked it. A lot of people are kind of tepid on it, but they've been updating it ever since and came out with a big update recently called the Trinket Update. Yesterday, a day or two ago, that overhauls an amount of the game and then adds kind of like a trinket passive system that I want to play around with. And also, it's the end of the year. It's kind of a nice time for me to go back and check out games that I played earlier that either have gotten updates or I just want to feature again before, you know, the deluge from next year starts. Anyway, we're just going to do campaign, normal mode, because I'm not confident in winning. And what do we want to do? I haven't done the ghouls, so I guess I'm going to check it out. Reroll costs health instead of money, heal 5% every turn, cultists can appear in shops. So we're going to just have a bunch of undead and we'll see what happens. Trinket. So you get to choose a trinket to start with. I see. So it's a starting modifier more than anything else. Some of them might also give you extra experience. We will see. So start with extra money. Start with a free level 2 common troop in the shop. Extra shop slots, which is quite good. Rerolls are cheaper for a couple rounds. First troop you buy is much, much stronger. And increases difficulty. No, thank you. Let's go with the shop slot. Extra shop slots means I can grab more. Oh, and if I reach level 50, I can actually get another trinket. That's nice. Looks like there's a heck of a lot of other ones too. Holy smokes, they added a lot. So yeah, if you really want to modify your game, now you can. I like that. I also just really enjoyed what I saw of this game. I thought it was kind of a neat little auto battler. Let's see. Okay, so voucher. Next troop you buy this turn is free. I'd say it's good, except for everything is cheaper. Okay. I was hoping I could check. Okay, so once again, these are my shop odds. This goes up as I think we level up and get further into the game. The cultist we don't know about. So despite the fact that we are ghoul class, we don't actually have to have undead in any way, shape, or form. So we can kind of just do whatever we want. So in that case, let's figure it out. So salamander, fragile melee favoring beast, amplifies statistical modifiers it receives, but I think it's temporary. Yeah, so whenever it gets a stat bonus, it gains its 250% times as a bonus, so temp stacks work on it very well. Roboid, on spell used, gains either attack or defense. On death, gains experience. Battle start, defense for each enchantment held by allies, so that's kind of good. And then the spirit, instead of fighting, it just gains stats and dies, and when sold it distributes its stats around, which is kind of nice. I'm not the keenest on any of these. I like the roboids, they're kind of fun. And they benefit from casting a bunch of spells. And also they benefit from dying, which is funny. Now, I could do the silly thing and buy the voucher, but I think we re-roll. Because it only cost me a little bit of health, that's not so bad. And hi, we actually found some good stuff here. So egg, that will give me a dragon. Dryad. Battle start, defense to allies in this front row. Even more if they're nature themed. They changed that. It used to just be a benefit to everybody. So they're kind of good. Heal and empower frontline warriors. Okay, and then I can buy like one more thing. Yeah, there are kind of unit families, but I don't think we have the set bonuses exactly. So I could go for the scrapper, who's a greedy type. On gold received, trigger... Okay, so on kill gives a chance to gain gold. Sure. This early on the scrapper might actually be good. Forget if there's a way I can lock. Do I want to lock these? I think so. Interesting. Battle start. If you've rolled 3 times this turn, get 3% attack and defense. That's a fun enchantment, actually. Now, my robots might not die. That is the one immediate downside here. I'm hoping that these guys gain enough power that they can actually get me money. Okay, do I want to go for gambler? I do. I'm going to put it on them. I do have 4, so we could combine some things here. The problem is a 3% stat increase at the moment would be functionally nothing. Would like that roboid, but we'll make do. I just want to see if I can make these guys stronger early. Because I'd love to be able to proc their effect more. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like it's the most likely. Okay, so we do have the zombie battle start, extra defense for adjacent zombies, on death gains damage and defense, which is kind of okay. Shop roll, chance to add a treasure. Burrower, also a greedy type. I think it's small too. And not that small. But treasures are kind of nice. Damage on selected troop. Let's get a boatload of roboids. Okay. Oh, can only happen once, though. So let's just leave it at that. Yeah, the problem is I need my roboids to die to gain experience, or I can just merge them together. So I guess they're just kind of tanking it. Okay, garrison. Highly trained troops ready for battle or spend gold. Or powerful enhancements. Let's go for the garrison. Problem is I have, like, no money. Iron Blob, turn start, chance to gain 3 rerolls. Defense for every 3... Ooh, Iron Blob's actually kind of fun. But I guess we're going for the Warden. And yeah, I can also pay to get extra tiles. Okay, do we get a second Burrower? I think it enhances... Yeah, it can only happen 2 more times. I'm going to keep boosting them. Can we get the roboids? Sure. I would have liked to get those iron blobs. That's something to keep in mind. Oh, right. Is there an interest system in this? No. Oh, there's more iron blob, and it is cheap. Oh, it was a much higher tier. How big are you? So it's the same size as the Burrower, which is slightly not great. We can fit it in, if we want to. It's tempting. Okay, defensive nut. Additional defense on selected troop. And retribution. Boost those guys. Call it a day? I think so. I probably should reroll to get those treasures, though. Yeah, the problem is the scrappers don't actually make me much money. I don't know how many kills they can even get. And there's no... Oh. Yeah, +1. It doesn't say. Use the spell, apply its effects, get some money. Gambler. Well, I guess I'm going to put it on them. Oh, turn start random spell appears in the shop. Battle start, defense for each enchantment held by adjacent allies. Yeah, so we kind of want that in the center. Now, I could get more burrowers. Okay, we get a power nut. I'm going to keep boosting that damage. And can't do more, but that's a good roll. I don't know if we get to keep it exactly. Okay. The robot's starting to take some damage, but it's not dead. It'd be nice if I could actually get it to blow up or something and apply stats. I know that was something that I've gotten in the past. Excellent. Reroll the shop, but only with eggs. Battle start. Extra damage and additional 3% of the troop has 300% or 300 damage or more. Damn. That would be good. Not on any of these guys, though. Okay, Sentinel is okay. Now, yeah, can only happen 3 more times, so we get another defensive nut. We'll just put it on them. And I guess we can buy another burrower. Ah, it's a level 2 burrower, if I wanted it. Yeah, giving this guy the retaliation damage should make them particularly spooky. Oh, good. The robots actually got killed. That gives them some experience. So, replenish your commander, find exotic goods for your army. I think we do want to go to the tavern, because that's like stat ups and stuff. The problem is, yeah, I'm not saving much for money. Okay, a couple of promotions. Could do. We're going to start with energy root, just because. I think it's just hemp, but still. It's reduce damage, increase defense, extra health, extra health, extra health. Like, that's okay. Boy, they really are not giving us any goodies. Oh, it's okay. They don't need the damage. Booster Dryad, because, yeah, Dryad gets even better. Admittedly, would be nice to go for a nature build. I'm kind of just running a hodgepodge in a bad way, but hey, it's fine. Energy root. Another one of those. Scrappers, Roboid, some other things. Let's actually lock that and just leave it there. Okay, Vengeance. On death, temp damage to all allies. It's okay. Grab the Iron Blob. Do we want to go for Scrapper? Kind of. Vitality Nut. Gold Sprout. Oh, and there's a Warden. Yeah, I think we lock for that. Wardens are extremely good. And making them kind of beef chonk is handy. I'll have to check if these guys have actually become useful. Okay, Inferno. During combat, deal damage to all adjacent enemies based on damage. It's kind of good, but I don't have anybody that it benefits from. Gold Sprout. Could go for the Burrower. Another defensive nut. Succubus. Battle start. Steal 2 defense from each ally in front. Gains 100% of the stolen damage on... it's okay. Okay, we get a Power Nut. This is a pretty good round to keep. So let's just do that. Yeah, so unfortunately these guys are getting killed really fast, but I guess that's their entire goal. They're supposed to exist long enough to kind of stall and then die to gain the extra experience. So it's good, as long as they're not getting insta-killed. Ooh, reroll with random... that's tempting, actually. Go for that. Common roll. Uncommon troops. I'm actually going to lock this for now. Because those are pretty good, and I don't have enough money for them. Yeah, I'd like to get a greedy character that actually gives me... money. Currently, the Scrapper is supposed to be that, but they just aren't killing enough. Yeah, well, there's the boss. Ow. I think that's fine. Energize. Battle start, gain movement speed. Random free enchantment to the shop. Charm. On spell used. Chance to gain experience. Put that on them. Vengeance. Fast learner. Gains 50% more experience. Okay, flawless. Money for each troop that survives the fight. Unfortunately, that's going to be a pretty flat bonus. I think I'm going to throw this on them just to give them the kind of temp stats. Do I want to do that? Wasn't good. Okay, defensive, not cultist. Turn start heal. On level up, increase your max health by 10. That's kind of good. We're going to lock ourselves here. Mercenary gains 10% of your remaining gold. As defense and damage, up to 50 gold. That's good. Okay, I think we'll leave it here though, because we've got the damage bonus. These guys are weakened, but we don't care. Alright, Spider Queen, let's see how you do against my robot army. The problem is I don't have too much DPS here. Can I actually check? Yes. Yeah, this is kind of bleak. The random robots I have are stronger than my scrappers. I'm actually really impressed with those little robot dudes. I was not expecting them to be nearly this good. Okay, reduce spell cost by 50%. Merging troops gain money. Here. Close that. Turn star reroll now costs 0. Shop roll increase roll cost by 1. Let's go for alchemy. Make spells cheap. Okay, tribal. No. Yeah, all of those guys have enhancements. I could go for the Roboid, but at this point they're just generating experience for themselves. Let's see. Power Nut. And yeah, it's trying to tempt me with the... Ooh. Level 2 Scrapper. Now the problem is it never gets to be a higher chance. I wonder if you had like an army of scrappers instead of one singular unit. Hard to say. Well, surprisingly, this is working out. Okay, so we get invert targets, health and damage. Minor. Turn start, gold. If no adjacent ally, 2 gold instead. Minor. We also have bombshell. Shop roll randomly gains... Yeah. One problem is bombshell is huge. Well, I could sell the scrapper. Yeah, I think we sell the scrapper. Or store the scrapper. Store that. Grab the bombshell. Because bombshell is awesome. Because we're going for this kind of weird roll stat bonus build. Okay, one more time. Soar. Unlock 3 random tiles. Well, that's awesome. Let's lock that one. Because we might as well get some more iron blob, too. Okay, so the one problem with the bomb, it does, in fact, just blow up and die. However, that's good. It's kind of what we need it to do. So we might want to give it an on-death power. Okay. Yeah, there's no way I could get these guys in. I don't know if I can rotate them around. this. Let's bring the burrowers back out. They don't do much damage, but they do give me stats. I'm going to put on the bombs just so the bombs live a little bit longer. Okay, another gold sprout. Then we want to log it here, because we actually do want to get that warden. Oh, alternatively. There we go. So we can't get any more treasure, so I think we'll just leave it here. Okay, this is working. Not amazingly well. Oh, yeah, how was my damage on that last one? The bombs cleaned up. Let's go for Alchemist. We can find more other things. Okay. Reroll spells, bargain. We don't really care for any of those. What is this one? Troop is now a knighthood. The problem is, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, one equipped effect at a time. So we're not going for knighthood. So why don't we do magic shop? Let's see. Selfish steals 5% of adjacent allies' stats. Huh. Eh. Yeah, do we want to twist anybody? I don't know if that's a good idea. But I'll do it. Okay, energy root. Free iron blob. Vitality nut, bombshell. Ogre. Whenever this troop receives any kind of change, gets more stats. Is super good. He's a 3x3. Which is that worth? 6. I think I'm just going to buy him. I can't do anything with him yet, or I can. Move these things around a smidge. Okay, got it. Kind of. It's not ideal, because we do want to get more of those enchantments going. But I think this is fine, and once I have a little bit more gold, get some stuff. Damn it. Ah, it didn't work. It's fine. Yeah, I like the idea of the ogre, and if I can find ways to make him that much stronger, I will be happy. We're actually getting some really good stuff. Battlestar calls the on-death effects of all allies. So that actually is good. But only mildly for Bombshell. And Roboid. Tower. Battle starts. Extra defense for each troop behind. Shop roll +2 defense. Echo. Echo is kind of tempting. And Caretaker. Give adjacent allies, some defense. I'm going to put it on him. Grab the bombshell upgrade. Do we want to go for Echo? I want something that gives him stats, though. Okay. Yeah, we don't have enough. What's my inventory wiggling? I have no idea. Okay, good enough. They get a little bit of stats. It's not amazing. Move this here. Move that there. If I had just like a little bit more gold, I could put the burrowers in. They're not amazing, but they're bonus stats, which we want. And yeah, we want to make that ogre as strong as we possibly can. We don't really care if the miners survive. As far as I can tell, they don't even attack. They're purely here to just give me stats. Inferno. During combat, deal damage to all adjacent enemies based on damage. I mean, that's very good. Let's get these guys down. I mean, I'm going to get that. We're going to move these guys here. Move the roboids. Roboids here? Here. Okay, there we go. Okay, and that still gives me some rerolls. Oh. Did we get the burrower down anywhere? Put it in the back here. Okay, energy root. Temp level stat bonus. Then we actually want to lock this, because this is a pretty solid set of combos. Because I'd like to make the miner better so I get more money. I'd like to keep boosting... Was it the bomb? Yeah, I want to see if I can give the bomb an on-death effect that, like, gives everybody else stats or something. Okay. Shadow Step. Teleport the backline, evade for 3 seconds is very tempting. So we could go Princess, which is good. Do I want to sell the burrowers? I think... No. I think the burrowers actually fit with his build. Do I go for the rerolls? Do I... I think we lock. That's like 100 experience. Let's not do that. Because we want to be hitting these rerolls. We want to keep boosting him. Okay, and that should have given us our stat. Should be good. And yeah, do we lock? Nah, we'll get more miners. Yeah, I think we're going to want to get 2 princesses down so they can buff each other. How's my damage statistics? The bombs are just... knocking everything out of the park. Also, the iron slimes are actually doing quite well. Let's go for the tavern. Yeah, the other thing I should probably consider doing is getting myself above 20 gold. It'd be nice. Okay, Mecha. Equip 3 enchantments. Enchantment skills with level. Oh. That's good. Okay, we might want to reorganize this whole thing. Another bombshell, which would be nice. Spawns a Phantom of the Troop. It's kind of fun. Because the main thing is putting this guy, both of these guys in physical proximity to this dude would be lovely. Okay. Not quite as ideal, but gives them the experience that they need. Yes, the problem is the blobby boys. And then these guys. I could get rid of the roboids. It's not the worst idea. I could get rid of the burrowers. Yeah, I think I'm just going to sell the burrowers at this point. No, this is about as ideal as I'm going to get. Would have been nice to get the experience on the miners, but eh. Okay, one reroll remaining. We get a voucher, which we appreciate, and we can throw immediately on the miner. And buy the druid. Ah, right, because it's been gaining stats itself. Yeah, I think this is kind of fine. Because what I want to do is surround this guy by with a bunch of stat enhancers. I completely ignored the food, didn't I? Oh well. It was worth it. Okay. Battle start. Lose up to 10% of now. On death, gain money. I mean, that'd be funny to give it to them, but I don't think that helps me too much. Give them that enchantment. Do the rarity boost. Would be nice. But I mostly want to just get those stats. Might be a good idea to actually get this guy some defense, too. Alas. Could get another warden. I think we're fine. And yeah, that ogre is getting spooky. We still haven't actually gotten an enhancement for him, actually. I've been looking for something worthwhile. I just haven't found anything that, like, speaks to me. What's our damage, by the way? Yeah, the bombs are still insane. Things are catching up, though. I could actually get rid of the little roboids. Sage. On experience received. 3 defense. That's weirdly tempting, actually. But I think I'm going to put it on the robot. Okay. Because at most, that would be 6 defense and 2 regular stat boosts. But are we ever going to get anything better than that? Nope. Maybe a combat boost that would be good. Okay, 2 more. Only stop if it's amazing. Shaman is kind of interesting. We're actually going to lock this. That's an incredible setup. Yeah, so the reason why we want to have 2 princesses is, I believe... Oh, maybe they don't actually give a boost. I can't tell if those are the ogre's ears or if he has tiny little arms. I'd like to believe that he's just got tiny little arms because it makes me very happy. Yeah, it's just some stat gain. Random free enchantment to the shop. Chivalry. Nope. Get the Warden. Get the Mecha. Magic shop. What do we have? Tribal twist. Go with that. Valiant. Nope. Excellence. Venomous. I am actually lightly tempted by Venomous. But, nah. It'll show back up again. That's just a regular Warden. Not level 2. Yeah, so the princesses do give each other stat boosts. Not many. But it's enough. And yeah, maybe I should have kept the burrowers. Because I could have gained treasures from that, which, like, would give me small stat enhancements that I could have given to the ogre. But I think it's fine. Yeah, so who's rocking it? I still the bomb. It was tempting to give him the stealth, like, warp to the back line. Okay. Sacrifices the troop in front of it, gains its stats. If no troop is in front, sacrifices a random troop. And that's permanent, which is, magic meteor. During combat, throws a meteor, dealing damage to a random target based on damage. I mean, it's not amazing. I'll give it to them. A blob. As that looks suspiciously evil. I have no idea. Curse. Spellblade. Is so good. I think we lock. I think we try and keep him. He's not exactly what I would call, like, the best fit for the build, so much as just he's incredibly good on its own. Well, they died fast. Oh, Tentacle Lord, how you doing? Yeah, the one problem is the bombs are kind of a, well, they're a one-off. They don't come back. However, between the mecha doing a ton of damage and the ogre, we're in a pretty comfortable position. Oh, right, and I forgot the Dryads are actually a healer. Like, they're healing my dudes, not... Wait, was that the end? No, there's definitely more. Cost of legendaries reduced. Cost of other troops increased. I could do better than all of these. Like, the reduced cost of legendaries is kind of nice. Turn start if you have more than 100 gold, add 2 legendaries to the shop. Or, interest. It would require me to save money, though. Yeah. I can save money. Okay, greed. Actually would be good. Okay, passive. Turn start, 2 troops from your army to the shop. On attack, gain damage. Unfortunately, it's a melee unit. Which means they're going to have to... Well, I guess if I can give them the thing to warp, that would do the trick. Okay. The blobs are actually getting a decent amount of stats. I just don't think they do enough damage. Yeah, despite the fact that they have high stats, they're not actually particularly strong. And yeah, the Spellblade, I think, only got to attack 8 times there. So we definitely want to give them the ability to warp to the back line. Okay, promotion. Mecha. Do we need the mecha? No. Do we want to grab a princess? Yes. Yeah, the stacking is tempting. I'm just going to get 1 princess. Yeah. Because, yeah, we want to have 2 princesses, ideally to the point where they're pinging off of each other and giving a ton of experience. I know I should be saving more money, but the miner at least gives us kind of some income. Yeah, because it goes kind of last. We do have Venomous. We have another Ogre. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the Toxic Cloud on those guys. What does Cauldron do? Apply the current drop effects to adjacent allies. Can replace the current drops in the shop. We haven't messed around with drops. I don't know what they do. King. Yep, nope. Ain't touching that. Yeah, not finding anything amazingly good. Another princess, maybe? Yeah. Because again, the princesses will ping off of each other. I think the experience costs do get progressively higher, which is the one stinky part. But I still think it's worth it. Yeah, who is rolling things? Actually, the Ogre is starting to catch up to the bomb, which is good. Merchant, powerful enchantments, exotic goods. Let's go for the merchant this time. Okay, so what's Inferno do? Sage. Lucky Roll is actually kind of good. I don't think we have anybody that it's would fit on. I could put it on the miner. Oh, I could have also put it on a princess in retrospect. How much experience is required for the next level? 150, so it's actually not too bad. Put it there. Yeah. I think that's worth it. And I think we leave it the rest of the way. Okay, we're slowly making our way there. We do need to get another enchantment for the mecha. I've been forgetting about that. Okay, Lone Wolf. Nope. Okay, so now it's 15 experience to all allies. Yeah, I think that's worth it. Could get another Spellblade. Question. Is the blob even that good anymore? Like, its damage is decent. These guys have become kind of worthless. Okay, what if I move the mecha here, the bomb here, and the Spellblade here? I guess it's slightly less stats. Or alternatively, just swap them around. There we go. So now we get the stats, but this way the Spellblade gets the experience, which they need. Okay, that should be good. I could do more than this, but I think this is fine. Yeah, so this guy is getting a ton of stats every round, which I'm actually really happy about. Eventually, I might want to swap his enchantment with something that makes him deadlier, but I think it's fine. I don't think the Bomb Poison Cloud was as good as I was hoping it would be. No, it looks like they kind of got aced pretty quick. To be fair, they don't have much for defense, so... Blood money. Well, I mean, I do heal. Okay, cheaper mecha. Yeah, I'll pick that up. Yeah, I could go for the Warden, but I think I'm good. Go one more time, just in case we can find what I'm looking for. The answer is no. Alright, this is feeling mostly good. I think the last couple of times I played this, I was struggling a bit. Oh, nope, the bomb definitely kicked ass that time. I think the main thing is we need to get the bomb some defense. What I could consider doing is trying to finagle it so the bomb is on the front line. You know, actually... let's go for that. My Warden's already gotten enough defense. And that's still pretty good. Magic Gift, a bunch of Warden. Princess, Princess. Another Venomous. Eh. Yeah, I just don't think the Warden is going to benefit from it deeply here. Spellblade, on the other hand, quite good. Caretaker. Double Caretaker? Sure. Another Princess? Yeah, that'll pay for itself. Oh, for each troop level on the field. That's why they're getting progressively stronger. Dang, the Spellblade's pretty good. Yeah, let's call that good enough. We're in a comfortable space here. And that Ogre alone has, like, goofy stats. I don't think it gets to hit much is the one downer. It does spend a lot of time attacking, but boy, when it hit for like 4,000 damage. Okay, Alchemist or an Elite Monster. Elite Monster. I do like the Alchemist spells, like those would be great, but I'm good. Okay, so we get More ogre. Tempting. Problem is each of these is like 50 experience. It's not amazingly good. Cauldron. Current drop effects to adjacent allies. I mean... I could... I don't know what drop effects are. Okay. Ooh. Applies it to adjacent allies. I mean... that's still kind of good. Sure. I don't think we want to mess with too many of those. Do I want to grab a princess? I think so. Yeah, we don't care about most of these. I'm mostly just looking for the achievement. That's very good. Like, life drop would actually make this guy insanely powerful. Tricky to say. I'm gonna lock, I think is the answer. Let's see how this goes. So the main reason why I wanted that move speed is because my ogre and my spellblade just are kind of slow. And so having them being able to hustle in quickly could be huge. Yeah, I think I'm gonna roll by keep that. Okay. Contains only legendary troops from my army. I don't actually know if I care about any of those. I maybe should have re-rolled that. I think the movement speed was the way to go. Okay, what's this? Maybe higher stats? Hard to say. Yeah, I think I'm just going to be silly and mostly focus on buffing those princesses, because the higher their level, the more experience they provide to everyone else. I still think I want to give the Spellblade the ability to teleport to the backline, just because I figure that's the easiest way to actually get them in position so they can hit things. Okay, greed, it's kind of good. Wit drop, experience and attack range is interesting. I guess getting the mecha some levels would be nice, but they're already pretty high level. Go for that. Because that way, yeah, every time they get a stat gain, they're that much better. I don't think I'm going to be able to get more than that. Reroll the shop with level 2 troops. No, I think we leave it as is. I don't have that much money. Or I do, but I want to keep that interest rolling as high as I possibly can. It's interesting how effectively the mecha is wow, the bombs kicked ass there. The mecha is actually keeping pretty on par with the Ogre. And the Spellblade, like, it's a weirdly solid combo. Yeah, who's tanking the most? Them. Actually, these guys are functionally worthless at this point, which really shouldn't surprise anyone. Let's see. Probably go for that. Another level in Balm. Catalyst, another Princess. I think I'm fine without. Spellblade's getting to be a fine level. I'm mostly looking for that one enchantment more than anything else. So this does improve the drop effect. I'm kind of indifferent. Like, the thing is, the stat gains from experience is kind of good, but we get that just from double stacking princesses. And so it doesn't feel as necessary to me. Okay, did they actually die that round? They did. They did take a lot of damage, which is good then. I think we might want to go for the life drop. If it shows back up again, well, maybe. Blood money. Sure, I mean, I'm not using that health. Let's see, magic gift. Ooh, during combat, every 4 seconds, heal an ally. Based on damage. I'm going to swap them out, because this guy healing for that much is going to be extremely good. Oh. Well, that's fine. I think we're just going to go for shop roll. And I mean, I guess we might as well use all of those. Call it a day. Yeah, we don't want to be feeding this thing too many stats. That would be unfortunate for me. But yeah, I figure for this one, I can be a little slower. It's fine. And this way we just have healing for my 3 strongest units. Yeah, that Spellblade is rolling it. Unfortunately, I can't really tell who's left, but the boss is also toast. So, good enough. Yeah, I don't know why people didn't like this game. I like it a lot. I think the one thing I wish I could see is, like, actual stats. Because I think that would be... like, being able to see how much damage these guys do would be neat. Ooh, spell used 1% damage and shield to ancient troops. Nature troops gain 5% of the first filled slot on the bench. That's interesting. We're not doing that, though. I don't think we have ancient troops really either, but I'll keep an eye out for it. Oh, he's nature. They are ancients. Okay. So actually, both of those could have been good. Okay, another princess. And what I want is just, like, more spells. But alas. And that is, I mean, frankly, it's okay. We're doing fine. How much experience? 30. Which is pretty good. Yeah, I mean, actually, that's pretty good. Let's see, is there more I could do? Not overwhelmingly. Yeah, so what I'd love to find is legendary robot. I don't think I've ever seen one. Ow. Oh, it's okay. I was gonna say, ow, but we have healing on the troops that matter. And boy, does it heal them. You look at his stat gain. 10 per. It's nutty. Okay. Magic shop, wit drop, bomb. The problem is a lot of these are kind of expensive and slow. Yeah, it fills a segment there. But the thing is, like, they're going to level up in 2 rounds anyway, purely just from princess boosting. So let's re-roll everything with spells. Now, one thing I could do that would be a little silly is I could invert, like, their stats a little. Yeah, random free enchantment to the shop, tribal. But I don't think we need to make that bomb that much more effective. I just realized this guy doesn't have an enchantment. I'd like to get the one that applies shields to allies, I think. Okay. If we can find it. We might not. So I'll just buy a princess and call it a day. Yeah, we might just have to unlock more things to be able to find the enchants. Let's see. Yeah, to find an ancient legendary unit. I'm perfectly fine with having it as a purple. Oh no, the tanky boys are still alive, actually. Let's go for the merchant and see what I can find. Flesh wall. I think that's a new one I haven't seen before. Temporary zombies in the front row. No, I'm good. Yeah, don't care too much about any of these. Steal adjacent ally stats is like a little tempting, but not really that helpful. Unless I had something to gain tons of stats. Oh, if I had something that was selfish, surrounded by fairies, I think that would be the trick. Ooh, every 2 seconds launch an ice bolt at the closest enemy. Oh, that's also nature. Yeah, I guess I should consider going for like a hard nature build in the future. I think I'm going to slap Glacial on him. That actually seems pretty good. I think I'm going to do Vengeance on them. And then just call it a day. We're probably going to get wrecked. I mean, Endless Mode is Endless Mode. But yeah, the bomb giving everybody 5 temp damage really isn't that huge. It's mostly just there to boost the ogre further. Okay, transmutes troops to a higher rarity. Huh. Tempting. Didn't really do much. Yeah, I'll buy that. Another princess. Because, yeah, the more princesses I have, the better. I'll get another dryad. I wonder what the max level is. Also seems like it might cap out at 250 experience per level, which is kind of wild. Well, considering the roboids in front are still gaining levels here, whatever the max level is has to be high. Oof. Okay, so this sucker is a legit danger. Because, yeah, it's teleporting around to my troops. Okay. Go with this one. 10% defense to all troops. This is pretty good. Yeah, luckily I'm not particularly reliant on having a backline here. It's mostly just chuck ogre at things. Let's see. 2 seconds, lightning strike. Yeah, I think I'm gonna slowly just try and make this guy have a bunch of fun powers. I might also want to try swapping his stats around. But that'll be later. Okay. Troops attack is, yep, over 1,000. That Spellblade's getting very strong. Means like most of the regular enemies aren't too much of a problem. Oh wow, yeah. Even the bomb's completely like irrelevant at this point. Okay. Yeah, what else do we have here? Go magic shop? I think so. What's the level of a random troop? It was not the one I wanted. Troops also a knighthood. Grab another cheap roll. Another spellblade, I suppose. Not like the worst idea. Okay, another princess. And then call it a day. Unfortunately, there's no way I can keep up with the level of enemy scaling in endless mode. It's mostly just a like, yeah, how far can I go? And the answer is, I mean, kind of far in. It's weird. I've never been much of a person for endless mode, to be honest. It's always felt kind of, I don't want to say time wasty. Let's go for the merchant. We don't need the garrison. Probably. Okay. On death, give them jolt. So now they've got double jolt. Let's see. An additional 3%. I mean, at this point, I think rage is better on them. Do want to keep that heal. I've got the bolt. The other one explodes. Spawn a phantom of the troop. I just don't have anybody that specifically works with that. Yeah, I think we leave it as is. Yeah, unfortunately, a number of the cheaper enchantments that I'm looking for just don't seem to be showing up, and that's okay. Okay, shop roll. Like, it's a lot of goodies. But it's like only a handful. Yeah. We're just gonna stick with this until we die. Or maybe we just end the run here. Hopefully we just lose. I know that sounds weird, but it's like, for me, endless mode is just kind of like episode purgatory. It goes until I run out. Which is like fun back in the day when I had nothing better to do, but now I'm kind of like, well, I could actually just move on to another episode of a game. And so that always makes it a little tricky wanting to do more. You know, go on for endless mode. Back in the day when I was playing like Vagante as an episodic series, I just like split it up a bunch, which is kind of good too. I could see a lone wolf build working incredibly well with like the ogre. Just have a bunch of those. Hey, there's the thing. Okay. Care about most of these. Guess I'll grab that and then hit legendary roll. I think the problem is just we haven't unlocked enough legendaries to really make it work. Boy, that Spellblade has become monstrous. I mean, go figure. Dude scales incredibly well, both in terms of like when it gets a hit in. I wonder if it's shooting that Frostbolt counts as an attack. It does. Okay, so that's actually really good. But yeah, its biggest issue is just getting there and getting to my enemies in time. Fury is pretty good. And yeah, I guess I'll start buffing the mech. Okay, is there really anything to even think about or care about? No. That's the downer on attack 7. That's a pretty good dude. Alright, well, I think I'm actually going to leave it here. Oh, is there no way for me to end? Are we just on this until... So I think there's an unlock system, and I do not know if quitting a run gets you those unlocks. I really kind of need a get me out of here option. Is there a way that I can, like, speed things up a lot? Combat speed. Very fast. Oh, buff speed. Very fast. Alright, there we go. This is going to go faster at the very least. Like, eventually, inevitably, I'm going to have to die, but they're not even touching my Spellblade, which is tricky. Haunted Temple. Sure. What does that do? It's okay. I have 10 health. That'll be fine, maybe. I'm going to do the weird thing. I'm actually going to invert their stats. The mecha will catch up eventually. My logic for this is mostly the fact that they don't really have a way of gaining extra defense, but this way they are going to be tough as nails. I should consider doing the same thing with the ogre as well. Okay, well. Yeah, honestly, we would have been much farther if I had just been boosting things. Let's see, rarity booster. Another level 2 princess. Yarsh. I don't think I need the rest. Go for that. Buff it to ogre. Buff it to cauldron. And let's see how we fare against the boss. The thing is, we actually are starting to match some of the scale. Oh, this is a different one. It's got a lot of defense. And we're still killing the hell out of him. Nope, never mind. We're probably going to lose here. Sweet release. Actually, yeah, I was not taking him seriously, but it didn't matter. That was fun. Okay, so there's our experience that I was looking for. I don't get the next trinket slot until level freaking 50. It's going to take some work. Okay. Oh. Plus 0 health minus 99%. Start with 12 gold. Turn start plus 5 healing after defeating a boss or an elite, and random troop gains a level. Max health increased by 100 when encountering a tile, unlocks a random, or when entering an encounter, unlocks a random tile. Ooh, that's good. I like the trinket update. I don't feel like it really like massively changed what this game has to offer. I think my big complaint with it mostly is just the fact that I think it needs dramatically more units. Where the heck are these guys? Actually, hold up. I mean, no, we've seen a number of them, but like the Mauler, the Ranger. Oh, maybe some of these only show up with certain starting characters. But even then, it feels like it's a little thin for me. I wish it went just a lot further with the unit varieties. Honestly, I actually wish it was one of those that every 5 levels your units would evolve and get like a new feature or something. I think that would have been really cool. Because then you have kind of an incentive for doing some crazy builds and experimenting with different unit types and seeing what you can do with them. I think it's fine though. Like, it's one of those auto battler games that I can load it up every couple of months and have a very good time for like an hour or two, and then I put it back on the shelf until I come back to it. Hopefully it keeps getting some updates just for a little while yet, because like the overall build crafting and army building and unit synergies feel extremely good to me. Like everything is there. I think it's just a little thin, and a couple more updates probably will solve that. But for now, at least, might as well say that Knightica is available on Steam and is currently 35% off, so it's down from 15 to 10. So if you do want to pick it up and play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. But with that, I guess, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time. And of course, the usual, like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill.